I'm watching the Tether have investigation. Are they having $64 billion to back up their value?
And this is a very opaque space. And they should have 60 billion in USD to back it up. And that is according to Tether. At the start of 2020, there were only 4.8 billion tethers in circulation. And then from May 2020 to late May 2021, Tether's year-on-year growth was 581% from 8.8 billion to 60 billion, eclipsing that of all the rival stablecoins combined, according to market intelligence from Mondo Vision, whatever that is. Tether's daily trading volume exceeded 195 billion in late May, according to CoinGecko. And all of this led to the New York Attorney General saying, what is going on here? And they started investigating. In April 2019, the New York Attorney General's office sued iFinex, IFINEX, the parent company of Bitfinex and Tether, which people didn't know were the same company. They sued them in April 2019 for covering their losses. So from 2014 to 2018, Bitfinex allegedly placed over $1 billion with crypto capital because it was unable to find a reputable bank to work with. Crypto Capital was a Panama-based fiat banking platform that allowed users to deposit and withdraw funds to fund cryptocurrencies. If this sounds familiar, this is a lot of what happened in poker. There were all these pop-up exchanges and ways to get money into bank accounts. Crypto Capital was then either lost, stole, or fled with $850 million of Bitfinex's money. This led the New York Attorney General to sue iFinex, the parent company of Bitfinex and Tether, in April 2019. And they basically alleged that iFinex had been commingling, basically blending client and corporate funds between Bitfinex and Tether to cover up the missing $850. This is exactly what happened with Full Tilt Poker, according to different lawsuits, that they were commingling the customer accounts with the corporate account. So, in other words, they were allegedly dipping into Tether reserves to keep the crypto exchange Bitfinex solvent without alerting investors to the issues. This is classic fraud signaling. A lot of times you'll have people who manage other people's money, and they are then gambling or, buying stocks or doing other kind of behaviors with their clients' accounts, which they're not supposed to touch. So Bitfinex and Tether recklessly, this is the quote, Bitfinex and Tether recklessly and unlawfully covered up massive financial losses to keep their scheme going and protect their bottom lines, said New York Attorney General Letitia James in February. Tether's claims that it's a virtual currency was fully backed by U.S. dollars at all times was a lie, said New York Attorney General Letitia James in February. So Bitfinex and Tether Group said they admit no wrongdoing, and they settled this claim and agreed to not do business in New York. So this is the red flag of red flags. You already have one major jurisdiction not allowing them to participate. In May 2021, Tether provided a breakdown, and part of that settlement was also to produce some transparency, which the transparency does not feel very transparent, and that's what's causing the latest round of, is this actually a scam? Is this some sort of Ponzi scheme? Is there something fugazi going on here? Opaque pools of capital. We have a settlement with the New York Attorney General, and commercial paper are basically short-dated investments similar to cash. So this would make Tether, with 30 billion in this commercial paper, the seventh largest holder of short-term debt in the world. Let's let that sink in. So Tether is suddenly the seventh largest. This is according to the Financial Times, which has now got their teeth into this. And another 18% is held in fiduciary deposits, and more than 12% is in secured loans, and nearly 10% is in corporate bonds, funds, and precious metals. Cash made up only 2.9%, according to the company's disclosures. JP Morgan analysts said that Tether's large commercial paper holdings may suggest they're struggling to find a bank willing to take its cash as a deposit due to reputational risk concerns. So nobody knows what's going on here. And then in the commercial space, people don't, in the commercial paper space, the Financial Times story was saying, hey, nobody knows who these people are. Nobody sees them. And that's kind of weird too. And this relates to Bernie Madoff, where you had years of people shedding a spotlight on Bernie Madoff. And it took maybe 7-8 years for the Bernie Madoff fraud to unravel. And one of the reasons it unraveled is people are saying he's getting all of these like really